Hello friends, today I have a story for you called In the Dark Night, and it's about some friends. It's about a frog and a badger and a rabbit and a hedgehog, and there's a big adventure. Let's read the story. In the dark night. Frog was excited. He had lived under a stone the whole winter long. But now it was spring, so it was time for him to go to his river. On his way, he saw Badger and Hedgehog and Rabbit and Little Mouse. He saw all his friends. But friends, said Frog, now it's time for me to go to my river. On its way to the river, it was getting dark, so he borrowed a lantern from his friend Little Mouse. Frog went through the forest. Swish, swash, swish, swash. Ooh, went the wind. Eep, 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 squeaked his lantern. When Frog arrived, he put down his lantern behind him and he got to the edge of the river. And then something horrible happened. Oh, said Frog. There was a black river monster with giant claws. Oh, he screamed. He ran back through the forest. Swish, swash, swish, swash, swish, swash. He could hear the wind. Ooh. And his lantern squeaked. Eep, eep, eep. Oh. He ran really hard. And he bumped into Hedgehog. Bloing. Oh, sorry, Hedgehog. There's a monster in the river, he said. Oh. There is no such thing as a river monster. Let's go together and have a look, said Hedgehog. So they went back to the river. Through the forest, swish, swash, swish, swash. They could hear the wind. Ooh. The lantern was squeaking. Eep, eep, eep. And Little Mouse said, "Wait for me." When they arrived at the river, they put down the lantern behind them and got to the edge of the river. And then... Oh, there's a river monster! There was a black river monster with giant claws. He looked bigger than before and he had scary spikes on his back. Oh, they screamed. But quickly, they ran back to the forest. Swish, swash, swish, swash. They could hear the wind. Ooh. Their lantern squeaked. Eep, eep, eep. "Wait for me," said Little Mouse. And they ran right into Rabbit. "Oh, there's a monster," they said, "in the river." "Calm down," said Rabbit. "I'm sure there is no such thing as a river monster. Let's go together and have a look." So they went back. Swish, swash, swish, swash through the forest. Ooh, went the wind, blowing between the trees. Eep, 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 squeaked his lantern. "Wait for me," said Little Mouse. When they arrived, they put the lantern behind them. And there it was. Ooh! It's a monster! It's a river monster! He looked bigger than before. He had scary spikes on his back and 2 long ears. Ah! Run for your life! So they ran back through the forest. Swish, swash, swish, swash. The wind went, woo! The lantern squeaked, eep, eep, eep. Wait for me, said Little Mouse. And they ran right into Badger. Badger, there is a river monster! A river monster? There is no such thing. Let's go together and see. So they ran back through the forest. Swish, swash, swish, swash. The wind was blowing. Ooh! Their lantern squeaked. Eep, eep, eep. And wait for me, said Little Mouse. There's a monster in the river, I'm sure. But this time, when they put the lantern down behind them, something weird happened. The wind blew out the candle. There was no more light. There is a river monster. I can't see a river monster, said Badger. Frog said, it will be hiding in the river. Hedgehog said, I'm sure it's there. And Rabbit said, it's definitely hiding for us so it can scare us. But then, this happened. Finally, Little Mouse arrived at the river. You, said Little Mouse, here I am. And he waved to his friends. Frog, Hedgehog, and Rabbit, and Badger looked to the tiny little creature that they saw in the reed. It looked just like Little Mouse, and it was waving to them. It was his shadow. Badger looked at his friends. Are you telling me you were afraid of your own shadow? No, said Frog, and he started to laugh. Everybody was laughing. There was no river monster. They were afraid of their own shadows. Oh, silly animals, Badger said. Well, now that I know there is no river monster, said Frog, I can jump into my river. Splash! And Frog disappeared in his own river. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Maybe you can listen to it another time. Thank you for watching.